Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back to boxing. Now, man, big news from WBC, man. They say before this Tyson Fury-Anthony Joshua fight happens, if Tyson Fury wins the trilogy fight, that Tyson Fury is going to have to fight Dillian Whyte before he gets a shot at Anthony Joshua, man. And now this is a really big deal. Recently, they've been talking about this Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight. They said they want an all British fight in Britain. And the thing is, Tyson Fury can't fight in Britain because the allegations for him with the boar meat, the main witness saying he didn't give him the boar meat, he changed his tune and said, you know what, I gave it to him and, I was under pressure, but, I gave him the meat. So USADA might drop the charges with the whole PREZ test with the boar, and that basically gives him leeway to fight in the UK. Now, this is a really big deal. People talk about how big this Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight is for Britain, but the thing is, Tyson Fury hasn't fought in Britain for years now because of this boar meat scandal, and he didn't have his license to fight in the UK. Therefore, he needs to get reacquainted with the British audience. And how is he going to do that before the Anthony Joshua fight? He's going to fight the biggest name in the UK. And who's the biggest name in the UK besides Anthony Joshua? Dillian Whyte. Now, this definitely will elevate Tyson Fury's career to another degree. I remember one time I was watching Hatman Boxing, and he was talking about how Dillian Whyte, before he was a champion, his numbers were good, just as good, if not better, than Anthony Joshua's. Believe it or not, Dillian Whyte has never fought for a title. He's still a contender in the heavyweight division, and he's been a contender for so long, and he's fighting so many former world champions that his numbers are huge. People, when they talk about world champions, they talk about Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte's still in the conversation because we understand he's an elite level fighter. And in the UK, he's a big name, for sure. So, that being said, if Tyson Fury wants to be reacquainted with the UK, he's going to have to fight Dillian Whyte. The WBC says so. And if not, he'll be stripped for the title. And I don't think the WBC is going to give him this WBC franchise title. I don't think that's going to happen. Eddie Hearn is clear that he wants Dillian Whyte to get his title because, let's be honest, will Eddie Hearn make more money having a in-house fight because Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua are promoted by Eddie Hearn? Or would Eddie Hearn make more money splitting the pie with Frank Warren? Eddie Hearn would make more money a fight having it with Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua, especially if Dillian Whyte can get this win, right? So that's how I feel, man. I think this fight would make Eddie Hearn more money. And, Eddie Hearn is all about the bag. He's all about the bag. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. There's been a lot of infighting with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. Probably got to make some more videos about that. But yeah, ever since they got Deontay Wilder out the way and Al Heyman out the way, it's back at each other's neck because now they're saying, okay, who's the top dog over here? Who's the top dog? You or me? And so yeah, man, definitely, with this whole enforcing this Dillian Whyte to fight Tyson Fury, Frank Warren will feel a certain type of way. So will Bob Arum. They're like, okay, well, let's get this fight, and they're like, nah, we're gonna make Dillian Whyte fight you, your guy, because he's been mandatory for so long. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. I think this is a really big deal. Me personally, I would actually prefer to Tyson Fury to fight Dillian Whyte before he fights Anthony Joshua, because a lot of people were giving Tyson Fury this GOAT status, this all-time great status, but he hasn't even fought, he's beaten one or two people, but, that's not enough in the heavyweight division. Anthony Joshua beat Vladimir Klitschko, but he lost to Andy Ruiz. What does that tell you? That tells you need to fight the top contenders because, yeah, you might be a long reigning, defending, 10-year unbeaten champion, but that doesn't mean you can beat everyone because, people didn't expect Anthony Joshua to take that L, but he did. So if Tyson Fury fought people like Luis Ortiz, Big Baby Miller, Alexander Povetkin, F.A. Ajaba, Daniel Dubois, would he beat all those guys? And a lot of people have doubts about that. You can't just retire fighting one or two guys and then, set off into the sun. So we really want to see Tyson Fury fight the best. Now he has the title. He says he's that guy. He's the champ and he's the Gypsy King. Well, kings defend their throne. You know what I mean? Right now, there's like a civil war going on in his own kingdom. He hasn't even beat the best in his own country yet. We don't even know who's the best in the UK right now. It's still debatable. So he needs to get that cleaned up before he even thinks about calling himself the Gypsy King. Still got Anthony Joshua, still got Dillian Whyte, still got Danny Dubois. A lot of big fights. We're gonna see how this whole thing plays out. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. I think it's really interesting stuff, man. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace. Geoboxing.